Somebody call a cop on this. Call cops. Call them.
Get out of my face.
Call cops. 911 now. Victor, get my wallet.
What?
Call cops, bitch. Call cops. Call them. 911.
For what?
485. Call cops.
Are you okay?
Call cops. Stupid slutty. Call the cops. Call the cops. Call the cops. Yeah, you call the cops. Oh, why aren't you calling? Victor, give me my phone. Bitch, give me my phone. Cops. I'm calling the cops on this. He's recording me.
Yeah, he
I
tried
like
to hit me.
report domestic violence.
He literally tried to hit me. He literally me and hit me for no reason. I have no idea who he is.
Maloney.
I thought he was freaking out as his boyfriend. I was just walking to my car, and then he came up to him and he spit on me, and then he pushed me and hit me in my shoulder, and he just called me.
Here's him saying the N-word to her the entire time. Hit her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to see what was going to happen when that fella jumped that fence, but we don't have that video. Maybe we'll get it. I'm requesting it. Okay, this particular male, Karen, was screaming the N-word, was singing the N-word. I have never seen that before, by the way. I've never seen somebody literally hold a tune while just saying the N-word over and over again. But this is a first for me. We've identified him. Let's put his picture up. He obviously likes to perform. He wants to be famous. We will oblige. He has been identified as San Diego resident Nathaniel Maloney. He would eventually be handcuffed by police. Maloney's Facebook profile revealed a very profane, graphic attack on President Joe Biden as his last post. I will give you one guess as to who he supports for president. All right, Adrienne, what are your thoughts here?
You know what, it seems really scary to be in that situation, to not know that person, to not know why they are coming at you, but they are unleashing all sorts of just tomfoolery, nonsense, and ignorance, and especially an individual of that size. So I really feel for that woman, and I'm glad she was able to record it. And I too would very much like to see what happened after that man jumped the fence, because he looked like he was ready for something. And there might be a reason we didn't see the rest of that footage, because who knows? But still, like these people out here, we should not be giving them kind of that benefit of the doubt when it comes to the thought of maybe they are inebriated, intoxicated, or have mental health issues. No, I think a lot of these people have chosen this route, and this is the direction that they're going, whether or not we think it's logical. The fact is that they're choosing this and that they need to be held accountable.
It is interesting, Adrienne, what we are finding as of late. Cameras or the smartphone recording a person's action no longer shames them into straightening up their behavior. The reason why the phone typically starts recording is not to document, it's for safety.
Yep.
Because there was a time when that record button would be hit and the person would go the other way. That person would try to hide their face. Why do you think this massive shift has taken place to where nobody, or at least people that exhibit this level of Karenicity, they do not seem to care that they are being recorded in this moment?
Well, I think that there has been a drop in the bar in terms of etiquette, and people really caring about their reputations and opinions. What we saw with the Trump era is the fact that he can have himself and many others out there essentially engaging in like racism, all sorts of sexism, and just saying things that are just utterly offensive and disgusting, yet they still stay on top and they still continue to do fine. So people are seeing this, and I think that they're thinking the same thing will happen to them, that, oh, I'll survive. It'll be perfectly fine.
And maybe they become a hero, because remember, we saw, this was before some of these exhibitions started. We saw people who clearly were, who clearly killed unarmed black people, right? And then after the video comes out, they get a GoFundMe that raises $300,000, $400,000. So they become a hero, right? You got people that are praised for killing unarmed black people or for saying the N-word publicly. And these individuals become stars to a certain segment of American society. So I think part of it is exactly what you said. And then there's this other part where there's a crowd that will celebrate them in their insane racism against somebody else.
Yep. They are doing it for the likes, the clicks, and the fact that they think they will be just fine in the aftermath. And the problem is that too many people are enjoying that kind of legacy right now, where they've said all sorts of things on camera and they are uplifted and they do just fine.
Yeah, and that's why people that employ others, you have to really, really enforce those morality clauses, because typically every job you work for has a morals clause. And that means that what you do outside of your job, if it brings a reputation issue back to that job, you can be let go, right? So we need to make sure that employers are stepping up and doing what they're supposed to do here.